So it is public service announcement time. So if you think there is a Yota Doug in the chat, ban that motherfucker on site. Do not let Yota Doug come around on sock accounts in chats, alright? Do not let Yota come around, period.
What's up, huh? What's up, Spirit?
How's it going, Yota?
Oh, going pretty good. Just leaving court.
How did that go?
Oh, it went great.
Did
it? Went fucking great, yep.
Is there going to be a trial?
Oh, hell yeah.
Well, sweet. When do I need to be there, buddy?
I have one more court date on the 8th, and I think it's just to schedule the trial, basically.
Sweet. Well, in case anybody missed it, I'm absolutely testifying for Yota Doug.
Because my lawyer and private investigator have some stuff, a lot of video evidence to go over, and so yeah.
That is awesome.
I have probably I think 60-something recordings from November 21st to January something. I haven't even recorded much this month. It's just they gave me everything I needed, so thanks. I didn't even have to do anything. So, my lawyer walks up to me. He's got this grinny, happy smirk on his face, and he says to me, "We're good. We're ready to go." And then he gives me this thumbs up, and he says, "The prosecution sent me an email. We're good to go." I'm like, right on. So, we're winning. I had a phone call from my lawyer this morning, and just as I thought, they didn't look into shit until the very fucking end, until the very last minute, and they want to prolong it. They're trying to prolong it a week before the fucking trial. It's fucking hilarious. It's fucking hilarious to me. And it ain't gonna happen. Fucking trial's gonna be the 8th. And when I show up on the fucking 8th, they're gonna dismiss it because they can't prove what they need to fucking prove. It's fucking hilarious. Just as I fucking thought. At the very fucking end, it's all gonna fucking whoop, out the fucking door. They fucked up. They fucked up big time. They want to try it in a fucking different court. Because they're fucking, oh, it's so fucking hilarious. They can't fucking prove the case. Or I don't think there's actually going to be anything happening. I'm going to get there, my lawyer's going to point out some shit, and he's going to ask for the case to be dismissed, and out it goes. Tisk, tisk.
Something I both know. You were actually convicted, correct? So they did have you a conviction.
Yeah, but that's because, my lawyer asked her questions, and she lied on every single question, and when she was going to be proven that she lied on every single question, the district attorney freaked out and had this little tissy fit and was able to not have my evidence shown, which was, the evidence was her lying. The question that she was asked, it would have shown her lying about that.
That makes no sense. That made absolutely no sense at all. All that made no sense.
Okay, so one of the questions was, have you ever called Yota Doug a puppy pounder? And she said no, which she has called me that hundreds of times. We're going to play the video of her calling me that, and the lawyer, not the lawyer, but the DA, he got all triggered and didn't want shit to be shown. He said it wasn't relevant to the case, but it was.
Look, I'm not saying you're lying.
Good.
I'm not saying you're lying at all.
I won't have to censor myself that way. I kind of have to censor myself because I still have a lawyer that's doing stuff.
What you so far, Yota, makes absolutely zero sense. And you gotta understand that. The way you said it, the way you worded it, it made zero sense.
Well, the thing is,
Basically, what she
like,
called said your lawyer didn't get to ask her questions. Like, how does a lawyer not to get asked questions? How does that
no, the
work?
lawyer asked. No, my lawyer asked questions. Every single question my lawyer asked, they fumbled on it, and they had
What do
to
you mean
have
they
some sort of
fumbled?
They had. It was about to go into mistrial,
Uh-huh.
That's some
so
deep shit, man.
it probably went into mistrial almost 10 times.
They
That's a
gonna have
little weird.
that many hearings.
That's why I'm waiting for the transcript. Once
How,
the
They gonna
transcript
mistrial
comes,
it 10
how
times.
don't you have 10 votes from the jury?
the way it went was as long as I think they just had to have a certain amount, and it wasn't like
Tonic,
it was like a 60-40 or something like that.
get your ass up here, man.
On February 12th, your case has been submitted for decisions by the 3-judge panel of the Oregon Court of Appeals. The court will now consider the merits of the arguments made in the brief and render the decision on the appeal. Okay. So Yota, apparently either, I don't know if you have an attorney or if you're trying to do this by yourself. It looks like you're trying to do this by yourself according to the paperwork. But that's what happens when idiots try to do things themselves, or you just have a fucking stupid lawyer. So let's look real quick at his case, real fast. So, oh, you couldn't see that. Sorry, I read it all, but there it is. Sorry, I didn't know y'all. I'll give y'all a second to read it. Yeah. So here you go, Yoda. This is what Yoda wrote about me on his community post, what I just read out loud. Okay, so now we're going to stop sharing that. We're going to represent what's going on in his case. Okay, so this is Yoda's case. This is his case number, the whole 9 yards. Look, all the doctor's ass. State. It shows right here. We'll start over. Anyway, there's all of his information. It shows it's him. So, on February 12th, it says action submitted on briefs. So that coincides with the letter he got. Okay, because that's what they did. But then on the 5th of this month, all right, the 5th of this month, it says case decision. This is I can't say the word now. Anyway, and it says affirmed without opinion. Yoda, do you know what affirmed without opinion means? Here, let me just show you what affirmed without opinion means. It says affirmed without opinions is a. Let me share this. Okay, affirmed without opinions in a legal context means an appellate court upholds a lower court's decision without providing detailed explanation or reasoning, often because the case is straightforward or lack value. So, in other words, it says straightforward. When you hold up a person's nude photo and scream "revenge, revenge, revenge," that's pretty straightforward. But let's not get into the case, right? Let's get into the fact that your appeal that you put in on the 12th, or you got a letter for on the 12th, has been denied. Meaning they upheld the lower court's decision. It's affirmed without opinion. Yoda, do you understand now? You lost your appeal. That's what that means, stupid. You lost your appeal. Right, I want to show it to you one more time for you can hopefully grasp the concept that you lost your appeal. There we go. Looks a little bigger there. You get that, Yoda? You, as in yourself, as in Yoda. Actually, I'm sorry. Hang on. As in it lives in Oregon. Okay, lost, which means you don't have no more. It's gone. Your appeal. That's about as clear. Douglas case decision was affirmed without. I did my research. Yes, I did my research. I'm gonna say you look kind of stupid making this post. I know it's brutal. Sorry, man, it's brutal. But you lost your appeal. You lost that.
So since Steph put out her porno videos, and I happened to take a screenshot, or no, I didn't take a screenshot. I got a screenshot sent to me by Page B, which was passed around to everybody, but allegedly I was the only person who had it. But that's a whole
is that
different
how it
story.
happened?
That's exact. I've never even messaged the person. I never had any contact with Steph in my life.
Oh shit! Yeah, but you showed it online though.
Now, hold
It
on,
was a screenshot.
Tommy.
It was a porno
Tommy.
that she uploaded, dude. It wasn't like
Tommy.
nothing personal.
But didn't you scream revenge or something like that?
No, he said revenge. That's all he
When
said.
when I was saying revenge, it was like I was mocking the chat because they were like, "That's revenge porn. That's revenge porn." I was like, "Yeah, revenge, like being sarcastic. I wasn't like being malicious."
I'm winning.